Okay, everybody, we're going to show you what we're going to do before we do it. We just finished doing this patient's upper face, and now we're going to address some issues in the lower face that she's an excellent candidate for. As she's showing you, there's some muscles down here that need some Botox attention. There's a couple right in here called a pair called the mentalis muscles, and they attach at your chin bone here, and they attach to the skin on the underside of your chin, and those fibers of muscles over time just contract and contract and contract, and they tighten up, and they give you this what we call an orange peel appearance. But it also, what I tell people, is kind of crushes your chin up over time. It'll just go up and up and up, and it helps to cause some of this upside down semicircular crease there. That's not something that we like to see, but the worst part is it just changes all the natural proportions of your face that we like to see. The lower third of your face just gets shorter and shorter and shorter over time and squares off the bottom of the face, and we want to see that to be the bottom of a heart shape or a bottom of a nice egg shaped face. What happens is this little bit at the bottom goes from this, and then it just tightens up, and it'll stay that way. And at the same time that's happening, there's a pair of muscles here that comes from the corner. You can see she's an excellent candidate for this. This shows up the anatomy perfectly. This little series of wrinkles here is right along the course of a muscle we call the DAO, or the depressor anguli ori. It means it pulls down the corner of the mouth in Latin. That's what depressor anguli ori means. But what it does is it pulls down the corner of your mouth whenever you frown. But over time, that muscle just gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, and you end up with a permanent frown. And we don't like that. We don't want this to come down at the same time this is going up. So we can use Botox to relax the mentalis muscles here and relax the depressor anguli ori muscles in here, and you actually can get a nice little, almost a little smile in the corner of the mouth if you're fortunate, but you just don't want it to be coming down at the corners over time. So we're going to go ahead and inject both her depressor anguli ori muscles and then her mentalis muscle. So that muscle, like I said, it comes right from here, and it just ends up attaching to the mandible or your jawbone down here. There's a couple of ways of finding it. You can just follow this line of what we call the smile line or the nasolabial fold and just draw a line straight down to the mandible, and that's one injection site, and the other injection site is up here near the top half of that belly, and it's not very deep. You just put a little bit right here, and then I just follow that line down. Another way to find it is if you're the injector, you can find the front of the masseter muscle, and it's about 1 centimeter in front of that where you need to be. So we'll do the other side, right about there, a little bit, and then follow that line down. Like I said, you don't have to go very deep. All right, so that's the DAO injection, and hopefully that'll make it to where she can't pull down the corner of the mouth. Even if she wanted to, she couldn't, and that's going to help prevent that muscle from pulling her mouth into a permanent frown over the years. Her mentalis is pretty intense, so I'm going to be putting more than a couple injections here. One place we want to inject is right down in here where that muscle kind of attaches to the chin. Do one in each of those muscles. So that's going to just bathe some of these fibers of the mentalis muscle with Botox. And then sometimes I'll do one right here, all the way down near the bone, because that's the other area where that muscle attaches, right in the middle. So that's how I inject the chin, and hopefully that'll give her a nice smooth chin. Might help it to project a little bit better, and at the same time it'll bring these corners back up and keep her from frowning so well. She's a great frowner. Do that one more time. This is a textbook anatomy of the DAO pulling down and the mentalis pulling up. It's awesome. Alrighty, we'll check back in a week or so and see what we've got. Okie doke, see y'all later.
Frown.
I'm
No
really
frowning.
trying.
You really try. It just looks like a smile to me. Okay, you got it. All right.